know that you have a very, 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 very impressive resume. But one of the things that I learned through our conversations was that you were still working full time while growing your businesses.
Yes.
So that preparation conversation that Kim was talking about, I know so many business owners who made the decision to leap without a parachute, and they're still trying to figure out how to rebound from that. So can you talk a little bit about what went into that process for you, preparing yourself and making the decision to still work and to be able to manage the expenses, and then also having the time, the energy to still grow other business enterprises? Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yes. So first, let me say it's a pleasure and an honor to be here. To speak to that, I want to first say that I'm 54 years old. So there are some generational differences going on today. And yet, I can still tell you that I also see a lot of mistakes, because I did take the traditional route of going to school, getting a couple of degrees, going on jobs. Most of my workforce experience was in criminal justice, and my first leap out on faith with entrepreneurship was a limousine company. And I started that. And what I did was I stayed on my job as a federal gang intervention specialist until my money with my limousine company could exceed what I was making on my job. So now see, what I see today is y'all don't even want to work. Okay? We can start right there. Okay? They born entrepreneurs now, and they fail. Okay? I stayed on my job, did you hear that one? Until I could at least match for some months my salary. Okay? And then even after that, I quit. So I went into, with my boss, I put in a 2-week notice. Do they do that anymore? No, man, that was courtesy. Okay, that was courtesy in my day, okay? I put a 2-week notice in. And they did politely say, well, Ms. Prince, we really, we value you here. We don't want you to leave. Is there anything we could do? And I said, I really appreciate that. And yeah, I guess there is something you could do. You could give me your salary.
Come on.
And when they told me that just wasn't possible, I told them I understood. But I left. Let me tell you something else about that. I was running a limousine company. I was trying to encourage other people that I knew to jump into this area of entrepreneurship, because again, for us, this wasn't such a common place, but I learned a lot in a short time. So then I was able to say, hey, you bake cakes every holiday and they're really good and everybody want them. Just start baking some cakes. I'm gonna tell the people who ride the limousines to buy your cakes. You can start a business. Don't quit your job, right? But at least start the business, And then with the limousine company, things are seasonal. So there was a point that the money started going down. Guess what I did? I said, well, now where can I work to get me some change, right? I said, well, Hewlett Packard over there offered $249 then. They open 24 hours, and all I got to do is put a piece in the computer or something. Put me on the line. That's what I'm going to do. Let me tell y'all when I can work, because I'm still going to do my thing, right? In the day, that's my priority. But I want to get a little more change because I don't mind working, And they actually hired me for their HR department to hire people. So when you go in any situation with value, people recognize it and see it. But you got to be smart about your decisions. The other thing about entrepreneurship, forget about holidays. This is the hardest you will ever work in your life. When I was on the job, when it was 5 o'clock, we were supposed to get off at 4:45, I was trying to warm the car up. You don't have hours anymore. I don't know what boss lady, are we going to be off tomorrow? For what? It's Columbus Day. Columbus can't do it. Oh, my. It's another, that's another one. You can do it. You absolutely can do it. The resources are there for you to do it. You can't do it by yourself. That's another mistake. People try to do this thing by you gonna kill yourself and then fail. You got people who keep books. You don't know how to do that. You do have great, but you don't know how to count no money and keep that stuff straight. Okay? You're gonna need that. You are great with braiding hair. You need a legal team. Somebody, you pull their hair too tight, and now they want to. You need a team. You got to, these networking events are necessity if you're going to be a business owner, because you have to meet people who can help you get where you want to go. We ain't got much time, so y'all go ask the next question.
Thank you.